So this is the top we're going to make, a cowl neck top we're going to make today. If you're new on this channel, do not forget to like, subscribe, and always hit the notification bell so you'll get notified each and every week I upload new tutorial on my channel. So if you want to know how I do this, keep on watching. So for you to be able to make this top, you'll be needing your measuring tape, paper cutting scissors, and as well a ruler and anything you could write with, a ball marker or whatever. So, and your bust measurement. So my bust measurement is 34. If I divide it by 4, it's going to give me 8.5. But I need to let me just come here. I need to mark my 8.5 from here. As you can see, I'm leaving this space because later on we're going to use it. Okay, I'm going to come here and mark my 8.5 here like so, my 8.5. As you can see, I'm going to come here and just connect this line straight. Draw it like so straight. Once I'm done doing that, from the 8.5 we need to add 2 inch because we want the front part to have that shape that we want, and also we're adding 1/2 inch for the sewing allowance, which is so here. And when we're going to connect this line, join these 2 points from here to here, just straight like so. That point we mark. And now we're going to be putting in our top length. Mine is actually 15 included with the hemming allowance. I'm going to come here and mark my 15 here. I mark my 15 here. And then the measurement, all this line, we're going to measure it. We're going to be drawing the same thing at the downer part, which is 11 inch. Come here. From the line where we mark 15 inch, we're going to measure 11 inch from there and as well mark it here. I'm going to connect these 2 points from here to this line down, like so. I'm just going to place my ruler, like so, and bring this line straight downward. Straight downward. I'm also going to bring it here. And check my 15 inch. Yeah, 15 inches here. I'm going to connect it like so. Now that we have a square, and now what we're simply going to do is we are going to come here, this line, this is our chest line. We're going to go in by 1.5 inch here, 1.5 inch, and we're going to come here and mark 4 inch downward or 5 inch. Let's just mark 4 inch. And from here we need to connect these 2 points. So I'm going to use this French curve ruler and connect it. This is going to serve as our hold, just like so. Now that we have these 2 points connected, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come here from this point and mark 1.5 inch downward here. Okay, and once we're done, so we're going to measure whatever we have from here to here, and we're adding this point to the top part as well. It is going to serve as our lining. So I'm just going to measure it from here. It's actually 5.5 inch, as you can see. So I'm going to come here and as well mark my 5.5 inch. This is going to serve as our lining for the top. Okay, mark here and as well bring the, I'll be able to fold this easy. Okay, I'm just going to cut this point like so. Just right up here. So we're going to easily fold this like so, making sure you're folding it on the line, this line. Okay, just folding everything and making sure everything is straight. Okay, before you go ahead and mark anything. So as you can see, I folded the fabric. That's the pattern. So we're going to cut it here like so. Okay, but I just need to draw this the 1.5 inch that we marked downward like so. And we're going to cut that up. Cutting this like so. I'm going to come here and mark the dot of 1.5 inch that we went downward, so I'll be able to cut my pattern. So I'll be able to connect it and cut it. Place my ruler like so, and I'm going to connect it. As well, we're going to cut that up. Okay, we are done cutting it now. And now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to cut our top length from here. So now we have our top. This is the front part of our top. So now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to be making our back pattern. So we're simply going to measure this distance we have here. From here to this downer part, we're going to cut it. The top, the back part of the top, which is this, and as well we're going to cut a small lining for the top as well. So I'm going to come here just like so. Just like so, I'm going to measure just 2 inches downward. Let me put this aside. 2 inch. Here I'll mark 2 inch, and here I'm going to mark 2 inch downward. This is going to serve as our lining for the back. I'm marking 1 inch. 1 inch. Therefore, by the time I fold it, it's going to give me ½ inch, but I need to refold it inward, so it will give me about 0.25 inch. Come here, just draw the straight line like so. Remember, I said your straps are folded into 2. Here it's going to be folded. So I'll be cutting that out, and let's see, place everything on it. So I went ahead, I cut everything out. This is the back pattern. Let me just put an X for the back. And here is the front pattern. And here's the lining for the back pattern. And this is the straps, okay? Remember, you're going to cut your strap on fold. Okay. So now we're going to place everything up on the... You can see I've placed my pattern on my fabric. I'm simply going to cut it, and I will have fold it, 1 fold pattern right here, okay? And as well, I'll be doing the same thing with the back pattern as well, and with the back lining as well, and with my straps. So as you can see, I placed everything, the pattern that we cut on the fabric, and I cut. So I got my the front pattern, I got the back pattern of my pattern cut on fold, and as well the straps and the lining of the back pattern cut on fold. So now we're going to take it to our lock machine and our lock the downer part of the top, and as well do the same thing, the downer part of the back pattern as well. So you can see the back part as well. We do the same thing with the lining for the back part as well. So as you can see, I went ahead and overlocked everything. As I said before, we are going to be start stitching it from now, but we are going to mark the center of our top, or you could notch it out, or you just put a mark by pin. As you can see, I'm notching it out, and as well I'll do the same thing with the other side and notch it. That is where our straps is going to go in. So first thing we're going to do is start stitching. We're going to start stitching our straps. We're going to fold it and stitch that on. Stitch and go. You make sure when you're starting you always back stitch, and when you get to the end you back stitch to hold the stitch of your dress, okay? So as you can see, I stitched my straps as well. I'm going to place it at the notch where we notched it before and put a pin there. Just do the same thing, match it up, and we are going to put a pin there as well. Do the same thing. We are going to do the same thing with the other side. Just put our straps and we're going to pin it there as well, and we're going to stitch that up. So we want to just stitch that from our chest line to our armhole. As you can see, we went ahead and stitched everything, and now if you want to go ahead and just fold it in, I have an inch, you fold it and you stitch it, but I'm going to leave it like that since I've overlocked it, and we're going to be attaching the back pattern, the back parts to it. But before, we need to mark the center of our back top, and from there we're going to measure 5 inch away from the center and put our straps, and we're going to join the back pattern with the lining, and we are stitching it up together. Once you're done stitching it, this is what it look like. And now we're going to take it to our sewing machine and just stitch these 2 stitches. That's the raw edges inside with our lining together. That way it would be able to hold when we put on our top. As you can see, I went ahead and just stitch it, and later on we'll press it. Everything will be up together, and now we need to join our top together with the front pattern, with the front the front parts, and we're going to put a pin. I will as well take it to a sewing machine and stitch, and as well we're going to hem the downer part of our top, and we are done. So I hope you guys find this tutorial help you. If you do not forget to like, subscribe, and also hit the notification so you get notified each and every time I upload new tutorials.